I am delighted to be here today to talk to you about the next chapter, that is Module 6, Solid Waste Management. This chapter is divided into 5 parts. Let us begin with the part 1. Dear students, myself Dr. Digna Varghese. Contents of the presentation: household solid waste, municipal solid waste, industrial solid waste, non-degradable solid waste, degradable waste, biodegradable waste, and hazardous waste. Solid waste. The useless, unwanted, and discarded solid materials generated from combined residential, industrial, agricultural, and commercial activities in a given area, that is referred to as solid waste. For example, all materials like cloth, bottles, paper, batteries, containers, appliances, metal scraps, broken furniture, etc. are considered as solid waste materials. Waste are produced as a result of the human activity that we know, and the quantity of waste produced is increasing day by day due to the increase in human population and increase in the standards of living. Solid waste include both organic and inorganic waste materials. The term solid waste management that is actually discussing in our chapter that encompasses the various processes of collection, storage, transport, and disposal of or reuse of the solid waste materials. Once again, what is the term indicating? That is the solid waste management that encompasses the various processes like collection, storage, transport, and disposal or reuse of solid waste materials. Here we are discussing the different types of solid waste that is obtained from different sources. That is, first we are discussing some household solid waste. Household solid waste is any waste generated by everyday human activities. Solid waste may be in the form of household garbage, leftovers of food, and other wastage that include old household items such as papers, plastic waste in the form of a kitchen equipment, or any other products that are consumed during everyday activities. Another one is medical solid waste. Biomedical waste or hospital waste is any kind of waste containing infectious materials. It may also include waste associated with the generation of biomedical waste that visually appears to be medical or laboratory origin. For example, packaging, unused bandages, infusion kits, syringes, etc. If as well as research laboratory of the hospitals waste containing biomolecules or organisms that are mainly restricted from environmental release. Another waste is from the agricultural solid waste. Agricultural solid waste include crop residues, weeds, leaf litter, sawdust, forest waste, and livestock waste, etc. So these wastes are obtained from the related to the agriculture. And industrial solid waste in solid form, but some pollutants within are in liquid or fluid form or in the metallic form, that is depend upon the industry. Mining solid waste. Mining solid waste that includes hard rocks, gravels, clays, pebbles, sands, limestones, chalks, then dump tailings, flotation, concentration of ferrous and non-ferrous metal or sulfurous. So many ways are available after mining. Construction solid waste. Construction waste consists of unwanted material produced directly or incidentally by the construction or industries. This includes building materials such as insulation, nails, then electrical wiring and roofing, etc. Construction waste may contain lead, asbestos, or other hazardous substances also. Demolition debris solid waste. That is, demolition waste is a waste debris from destruction of buildings, roads, bridges, or other structures. Debris varies in composition, but the major components by weight include concrete, wood products, then brick, clay, tile, steel, anything. Sewage solid materials, that is the waste water coming from the residences, institutions, or any buildings carrying bodily wastes, washing water, food preparation waste, laundry waste, and other waste products of normal living are classed as domestic or sanitary sewage. So these are come under the sewage solid waste. Sludge solid waste. Sludge consists of organic and inorganic solid present in the raw sewage and removed in the primary settling tanks, plus organic solids produced during secondary treatment of sewage and removed in the secondary settling tanks. So sludge means there is a treatment and disposal of sewage sludge. Sewage sludge is a semi-liquid mass that is produced during the course of sewage or wastewater treatment. So these are some examples of solid waste that is obtained from different sources. Classification of solid waste. Classification based on origin. That is municipal solid waste, that is also known as MSW. The term municipal solid waste refers to non-hazardous solid waste from a city, town or village that require routine collection and transportation to a processing or disposal site. The waste may originate from sources that have no connection whatsoever with a municipality. Okay, the name originates from the traditional role of municipalities in collection and management of these kinds of waste. So, the waste that is not originate from municipality, that is simply associated with the collection and management of the waste obtained from the city, town or village by our day-to-day activities. Municipal solid waste does not include the industrial waste, okay, sewage sludge, agricultural waste, mining waste or construction and demolition debris. Municipal solid waste only consisting of non-hazardous solid waste from a city, town or a village, but industrial sewage or sludge, then agricultural waste, mining waste or construction or demolition debris waste, that sometimes include hazardous waste also. So these are not considered as municipal solid waste. Municipal solid waste include waste from homes, commercial establishments as well as institutions, and the term generally embraces the following categories of solid waste. Municipal waste are those generated from various municipal activities like landscaping, cleaning of streets, highways and alleys, cleaning of recreational areas like parks, beaches and playgrounds, such as waste include dust, leafy matter, street waste, tree trimmings, dead animals, paper, cardboard, plastics, etc. that are come under the category municipal solid waste. So there is no hazardous waste materials. Households or domestic or residential waste. Household or domestic or residential waste are solid waste from dwelling places, houses or apartments generated as a result of household activities, including cooking, cleaning, hobbies, clothing, repairs, etc., that are known as the household waste materials. They include waste from the pre-cooking, post-cooking and post-serving food waste, that is vegetable peels, pieces, fish and meat wastes, leftover food, etc. Plastic, cloth, rags, paper, cardboard and other packaging materials, disposable utensils, broken furniture, glass, metallic articles, electronic items, personal care products, batteries, etc. Commercial and institutional waste. Commercial and institutional waste are those generated from hotels, restaurants, markets, shops, offices, educational institutions, hospitals, medical laboratories, prisons, slaughterhouse, etc. Such waste include food waste, rotting vegetables, fish, meat, glass, metals, plastic, paper, napkins, pads, biomedicals and pathological waste. Pathological waste means it contains organs, animal tissues, some radioactive materials, so it is a biohazardous materials also. So these types of waste are included in commercial and institutional waste. Industrial waste. Industrial waste are those solid waste from the manufacturing processes, industrial operations and power plants. These include a large number of materials because each industrial unit produces its own unique waste. If a chemical industry will produce chemicals as the waste, its byproducts or some raw materials that may be wasted during the process, that acts as the chemical waste, that is a hazardous waste also. For this reason, they are considered separately from the municipal solid waste. Industrial waste can include metals. If a metal industry, metals are the waste, alloys, organic and inorganic chemicals, paints, paper, ash, kiln dust, radioactive materials, grains, leather, wool, textile fibers. Textile industry produce definitely textile fibers as the waste, cloth as the waste, animal bones, concrete, glass, plastics, resins, etc. Every industry produces a unique characteristics of their waste materials also, because each industrial unit produces its own unique waste. So most of the industrial waste are hazardous waste, so that is not included in under municipal solid waste. Construction and demolition waste. Construction and demolition waste are the waste materials and debris generated by the construction of new structures as well as renovation, repair or demolition of existing structures such as houses, flats, commercial buildings and other structures including roads and bridges. They consist of steel, earth, wood, stones, concrete, bricks, lumber, roofing materials, tiles, plumbing materials, heating systems, electrical cables, etc. These may also contain lead, asbestos, or other hazardous substances. We can see from the picture that is murder flat demolition building to dust in within 5 seconds. That is a total of 343 waterfront flats were built in the complexes, violating the coastal regulation zone norms. So the Supreme Court had in September 2019 directed demolition of the apartment complexes. H20, that is the Holy Faith apartment, became the first of the 4 residential apartments in Meerut municipality, a neighborhood in Kerala's Kochi, to be demolished on Saturday, 2019. The apartment, which was raised as per Supreme Court order passed last year, was brought down through controlled implosion at 11:18 am. Within 5 seconds, this building to dust. But the waste material still is there in the coastal areas. So that is also a solid waste after demolition of the buildings. Agricultural waste. Agricultural waste are those waste from agricultural activities. These include paddy husk, bagasse from sugar cane and other crop residues, spoiled food grains and vegetables, litter, manure, etc. generated from fields, orchards, vineyards and farms. There is some category that is special waste. Special waste include hazardous waste like radioactive waste, toxic waste like pharmaceuticals and pesticides, biological waste like pathological waste, enzymes and antibiotics, waste containing inflammable substances, that is flammable, is easily set on a fire, and explosives and corrosive materials. We know there is a deadly blast in Lebanon's capital because of the explosive chemical ammonium nitrate that is stored there in a huge amount, and the chemical exploded. Nearly 150 people were killed and more than 5,000 were injured when a large stock of the chemical exploded at Beirut's port in Lebanon. Dozens of people are missing there and up to 250,000 are without habitable homes. So a simple chemical, that is ammonium nitrate, but it is explosive. In India it is mostly used for fertilizers and explosives and mainly used for the quarrying industry in India. But if it is not properly stored, a Lebanon like blast happen all over the world. So there is, if it is a waste or a good chemical or a radioactive waste, toxic waste, biological waste, it is not properly handled, it will affect the environment. Classification based on the rate of biodegradability. First classification is based on the origin. Now the second classification is based on the rate of biodegradability. Biodegradable solid waste. Biodegradable waste mainly refer to substances consisting of organic matter which are degraded from complex to simpler compounds. Carbon, methane dioxide, water, carbon dioxide, methane, water, or simple organic molecules by the action of microorganisms. They are generally materials of plant or animal origin generated from kitchens, gardens, fruits and vegetable shops, juice shops, flower stalls, etc., and from the industries dealing with biodegradable organic matter. These include leftover food, fruits and vegetables as well as their peels, paper, cotton, rayon, wood, slaughterhouse refuse, grass, leaves, flowers, sanitary waste, biodegradable plastics, etc. that are come under the category biodegradable solid waste. Biodegradable solid waste means any substances consisting of organic matter which are degraded from complex to simpler ones by the action of a microorganism. Human and animal waste as well as the remains from the death of living creatures are also biodegradable. Non-biodegradable waste. Non-biodegradable waste consist of those which cannot be decomposed by the microorganisms. Most of the inorganic waste is non-biodegradable. Non-biodegradable waste can be recycled or non-recycled. Non-biodegradable waste which can be recycled and used in articles for reuse that are called recyclable waste. Typical examples are most of the plastics, glass, containers, cans, metals, rubber, small electrical and electronic appliances, etc. Non-biodegradable waste which cannot be recycled for reuse are called non-recyclable waste. Typical examples are ceramics, pottery, window paints, mirror glass, car windscreen, glass, light bulbs, empty aerosols or spray bottles, chemicals, toxins, etc. These are non-biodegradable waste, that means that cannot be decomposed into from complex to simpler ones by the action of microorganisms. The main characteristics of biodegradable waste are: biodegradable wastes are degraded by microbial organisms. Natural agents like water, oxygen, ultraviolet rays of the sun, etc. have positive influences on their biodegradation process. For example, if a huge vegetable waste or food waste is there, presence of water or sunlight, it will degraded by the microorganisms fastly. They are decomposed within relatively shorter periods, mostly within days or a few months. They are mainly of natural origin, that is plant or animal origin, although some biodegradable polymers can be synthetically produced, that is biodegradable plastics. They have relatively short-term adverse effects on the environment. They do not accumulate and remain as pollutants for a long time. They are easily manageable. They can either be disposed of easily or can be converted to useful products like soil manures and biogas. The main characteristics of non-biodegradable wastes are: non-biodegradable wastes are not degraded by microbial organisms. Natural agents like water, oxygen, UV rays of sun cannot induce their degradation process. Their decomposition by natural elements takes very long periods of the order of even thousands of years. Many plastics are such a non-biodegradable category waste, and thus they accumulate there. They are mainly artificial origin and are synthetically produced. Several of them have long-term adverse effects on the environment. They remain as pollutants either persistently or permanently. They are not easily manageable and cannot be easily disposed of without adverse environmental consequences. Although some of them can be recycled, some plastics can be recycled and converted into products for reuse. Classification based on inherent characteristics affecting health, that is hazardous waste. Next classification is based on the inherent characteristics affecting health, that is hazardous waste. Hazardous wastes are those which pose substantial or potential threats to the public health or the environment. These are dangerous either immediately to the living organisms or in the long run to the environment where they are disposed. The hazard may be due to their physical, chemical, biological, and radioactive characteristics. Some wastes are radioactive materials, some are explosives, some are corrosive materials. Special category wastes are come under hazardous wastes. Wastes are classified as hazardous if they exhibit any of the following characteristics like ignitability, corrosivity, reactivity, and toxicity. Ignitable wastes are those which are readily combustible and ignitable at relatively low temperature, less than 60 degrees Celsius. Such wastes may undergo spontaneous combustion during storage, transportation, or disposal. They are capable of causing explosions in the incinerators and fires at the landfill sites. Example, organic substances. Many organic substances are ignitable ones, so during their storage, transportation, or disposal of the waste, proper care should be taken, otherwise it will cause explosions. Corrosive wastes are generally acidic and basic materials, acid, strong alkali that can be corrosive, capable of causing pH conditions less than or equal to 2 and greater than or equal to 12.5 respectively, are hazardous due to their corrosive nature. They are capable of destroying living tissues by chemical reaction and of corroding metal containers such as storage tanks, drums, and barrels. So corrosive wastes are also take proper care during their storage, transportation, or disposal times. Other one is reactive waste. Those are unstable under normal conditions to shock or heat and have a tendency to react vigorously with air or water. They are hazardous because they can cause explosions and generate toxic fumes and vapors when heated, compressed, or mixed with water during routine management. For example, lithium sulfur batteries, lead acid batteries, gunpowder, and other explosives that should be separated from the normal waste, so it is a highly reactive waste. Toxic waste are those substances which are classed as hazardous because they are harmful or fatal when ingested or absorbed even in trace amounts. Some may exhibit acute toxicity, causing serious illness or death within a short period after being exposed. Some others may exhibit chronic toxicity, causing chronic or long-term harm, including cancer to the exposed persons. Thus, waste containing pesticides, mercury, lead, etc. are all hazardous. Some waste can cause birth defects also. Other characteristics can also make waste hazardous, that is the radioactive waste from medical laboratories for cancer treatment, mines and nuclear power plants are extremely hazardous as they can cause extensive radiation damage. The infectious waste, example the pathological waste including human tissue from surgery, microbiological materials, hypodermic syringes as well as needles and used bandages from hospitals, medical laboratories, biological research facilities, etc. are all hazardous. Such medical wastes are stored. There is some infectious waste are stored or kept in Indian Medical Association Kerala State branch that established IMAGE, a state-of-the-art common biomedical waste treatment and disposal facility at Palakkad, and it was commissioned on 14th December 2003. IMAGE was conceived and launched to support healthcare providers to overcome the challenges posed by the responsibilities laid down in the biomedical waste rules 1998, that is management and handling. IMAGE means Indian Medical Association goes eco-friendly. The biomedical waste treatment and disposal project of the Indian Medical Association has been wrought with challenges. IMAGE is unique in conception and execution. That is actually taking the waste from all the hospitals in Kerala, from Trivandrum to Palakkad, from Kasaragod to Palakkad, that will protects all the bio-infectious waste or biomedical pathological waste are keeping and disposing there that are hazardous. Solid waste, which may burn, explode, corrode many materials, be reactive so as to produce toxic fumes, be acutely toxic so as to cause various illness including cancer, trigger birth defects, and infect people and animals are all hazardous. So solid waste may burn, explode, corrode many materials, be reactive so as to produce toxic fumes, be acutely toxic so as to cause various illness including cancer. If we are burning the solid materials without any separation, even if it is from the household activities also, it is acutely toxic so as to cause various illness including cancer, trigger birth defects, and infect people and animals are all hazardous. Hazardous waste have to be collected, stored, transported and disposed separately after suitable treatment. Otherwise, it will affect the human and also our environment. Non-hazardous waste. Non-hazardous waste are those wastes which do not possess any hazardous materials or any hazardous characteristics and thus will not directly affect the health of the humans, still be pollutants or animals, although they can be harmful to the people or the environment. Typical examples include depleted aerosol cans, non-surgical, non-radioactive medical waste, food waste, rocks, bricks, glass, etc. Let us summarize what we have looked at, that is solid waste management, that is actually the collection, transportation and disposal of the waste. Solid waste obtained from household activities, shops and markets, construction, hotels, street sweeping, slaughterhouse, etc. and also from the municipal solid waste, industrial solid waste, and construction and demolition solid waste, etc. So many solid wastes are there. They can be hazardous or non-hazardous one. They can be biodegradable or non-biodegradable one, and there is classification based on the origin, like household, industrial wise, or municipality solid waste, etc. Every waste is affecting health of humans or to our environment. If it is not properly sorted or stored in a or disposed in a proper manner, it will definitely affect, even though it is not a hazardous one. Thank you for your attention.